Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Miss NataLady Glam here, and today we are going to be looking at a full face of product favorites of mine. I'm not going to be doing my makeup, obviously I already have a full face on, but these are all products from start to finish in my routine that I just am crazy about and I wanted to share with you guys. So let's just get started. First off here, I always start off my face with my eyebrows. So the products that I've just been loving lately are the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade and the Anastasia Brow Wiz. They are both in the shade Ebony, and I just think they are fantastic. I use them literally almost every single day, and yes, they are a little bit more pricey, but like the Dip Brow here, I think this is like $22, $24. I'll have to write on the screen what the actual retail price is, but this has lasted forever, and it still is going strong. Alright, so this one is the Dip Brow Pomade, and you can tell here that I've definitely made a good dent, but there is still so much product left, and I feel like I've been using this forever. And here we have the Brow Wiz. I took the lids off both sides, so a spoolie at one end, and then this is a pretty thin tip here. And the tip here is very skinny and has a really fine tip on it. I did some little marks right here on my hand. So this helps me draw eyebrow hairs. I also go back in with the Dip Brow, and I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the brush 12. And this brush is so skinny and fine tip, if you can tell here, so this really helps me draw on the fake hair. I only use this for drawing the hairs. I don't want to make it larger by using it throughout my whole eyebrow. So I just, just for the hairs on my face. Alright, and then after I do my eyebrows, I go ahead and do my eyeshadow first. Personally, I just like doing it first because if I do have any fallout of the eyeshadow, I don't have to be worried about it because I could just wipe it away and then do my foundation afterwards. So this is the eyeshadow primer that I have been really enjoying using as of right now. This one is my favorite, and it is just the ULTA Beauty brand. I believe this is just a sample size. I did receive this in a little like gift bag. If I spent a certain amount of money on Ulta products, I got a little bag with some makeup samples in there, and this was one of them, and I'm really glad it was because I've just thoroughly been enjoying it. It is a matte eye primer in nude, and I did do a swatch, but you can't really tell, at least I don't think you can from here, but it's right about here. So that's how well it does blend in with my skin tone, which is fantastic. Then I have a blank slate, get rid of all the little veins you can see in my eyes before I do my eyeshadow. And then I also set my eyeshadow primer. Not everyone does, it's just a personal preference, so I like to set mine. And I got this E.L.F. eye setting powder, at least that's what it was advertised. I got it when I ordered some of the E.L.F. mini eyeshadows, the bite-size eyeshadows, which I've been loving, but this is actually a free add-on, and I've really been enjoying this. And it seems really small. I think this retails for $4, I think. I'm not exactly sure, I'll have to look into it. But you literally need the smallest amount. I just use this on my eyelids and that's it. So I still have a whole bunch left. I've had this for quite a while and I have really been enjoying it. And it says, it just says sheer on the bottom. And as I open it, you can see that, yep, it's just like a as I spill it, translucent powder. Very fine milled. Alright, after I set my eyeshadow, my favorite palette at the moment is this Colourpop Misunderstood Villain Collection palette. Is my all-time favorite palette right now. Like, every time I do my makeup with this palette, I just get so many compliments. It is just beautiful. I love the outside packaging. I think it's just stunning. Has the shade names on the back and in it as well. So I like that it's both because I like reading the name shades. Some palettes don't even have name shades, but I personally like it when they do. It makes it a little more fun. The top of the palette here, opening it, just really cool. Just definitely my style, just really fun. And then here are the shades. I just think the shimmers in here are just absolutely breathtaking. Like I said, I get tons of compliments when I wear this palette. And if you can see a little bubbling right here, I literally, right before I filmed this, I was getting all my stuff together and I straight up dropped it in the sink and it got wet and bubbled up. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm like, of course, what? Of course that happened. but I just think this is beautiful. And here are some swatches of some of the shimmers that are my favorite. This one mixed with the matte blue is just so beautiful. It definitely pops. I just think it's fantastic. But when I first got this palette, I thought it was beautiful, but I wasn't really sure about the mattes, like how to combine them with the shimmers. Like the shimmers are gorgeous, but the mattes in here are like a light tan, and like an orangey brown, like terracotta color, a very white, a royal blue, and black. So I'll show you it again. But yeah, so I was just kind of like, okay, like how do I mix these to make it work? But using this white all over the lid and then blending the white out with this blue, and then using this light green color, oh, it is just so breathtaking. If you follow me on Instagram, the last couple like blue looks that I've taken pictures of have been with this palette. It's stunning. I think it's out of stock right now at Colourpop.com. But if it ever comes back in, like, I'm definitely gonna get a backup of this. I just love it so much. All right, moving along. Now we are going to be doing eyeliner. And right now I have like 2 different kinds that I use together to kind of make my winged look. So I'm gonna show you both of these guys. But I believe this was actually a sample that I got in my Glam bag. I would definitely buy the full size once this baby runs out. It is a liquid liner felt tip pen, and I don't even remember how do you say that? Illamasqua, I think is the brand, but this works so good. This just looks so good. Yeah, felt tip, pretty sharp point here. Goes on super black. This one is a little bit shiny when it dries down, which is fine. I don't prefer one over the other, really, the matte or shiny finishes. And then I usually go in with this guy. This one I can read. It's Physicians Formula, and this is the Sexy Booster Cat Eye Collection. And I love this one. Usually when you buy this, it has a little charm on it that it's a little like high heel shoe. I just ripped that right off because I'm like, how are you supposed to do your eyeliner with a little dangly like doodad in your eyeball? So I ripped that right off of there, and then I have no problems with that. This is also a felt tip liner, but it's just a lot more liquidier since it is in the pot. And I find this one to be really great when I want to sharpen up the very like corner of my wing. I feel like these liners, like, they just don't, like, I'll get a wet Q-tip and like fix it to make it real sharp, and this one, since it is a little bit more liquidy, it really, like, I'll take a Q-tip up it, make it really sharp, fix it up a little bit, and it looks great. And they sell this at, like, they used to sell it at my Walmart, they don't anymore. I think they sell it at Walgreens, but I do buy this on Amazon, and it's about 10 bucks, so it's not too bad, but it lasts a long time. I really do love it. And then just the good old pencil liner for the waterline, and I've talked about it before, I'll talk about it again. This is just the Wet n Wild dollar eyeliner. Costs $1. To be honest, it might cost like 93 cents, I think, at Walmart. I do have other liners, but I don't know, I just feel like for the price and everything, it doesn't go on, like, you know, there's some eyeliners that are really hard, like you go to draw it on and it straight up feels like you're using an actual pencil. Like, I can't stand that. So this one's really creamy. By the end of the day, I do get a little bit of buildup that I kind of have to pat away in the corner of my eyes, that it kind of starts coming out a little bit, but to be honest, not too bad for $1. I'm gonna keep buying it. I love it. And I usually do my mascara actually very last, but I'll go ahead and show you now because we're just talking about our eye products. We're not actually doing our makeup. But I do them last because I put a whole bunch of powder and everything on my face, and I don't want my eyelashes looking dusty and crusty before we're finished with the look. So that's why that is the last one going on. And I actually do have 2, because one is kind of a newer discovery and one is like high-end and one is drugstore. But the high-end one I've really been liking. I first got it in a FabFitFun add-on, like a free incentive to join FabFitFun. So I was like, yeah, I want some free stuff. And this is the Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte. And at first I thought the design was weird, like this little case, because yeah, it's just encased in this like weird fabric thing. They actually do different like styles of it, so it's all the same mascara, but like the outer packaging will look different. Like I had like a yellow plaid one. They have all kinds of different ones, but this one is fantastic. I definitely recommend it. I have purchased this many a time. But the other one that is really great, and to be honest, now that I'm wearing fake lashes, I didn't really in the past. I've been playing with them, been trying to get my technique down. So now that I have the lash, my lashes are obviously very exaggerated. But so I feel like it's not really a big deal to spend that much money. I think this is about, I want to say $24, give or take. And I feel like that is expensive for mascara, even though it is amazing. But this guy right here, I can get this at Walmart for I think like $8. I'll have to look up all the prices as well. And I'll put everything down in the description again of what I'm talking about. Usually the price I look for, the cheapest, is usually Walmart. So prices could differ depending on where you're buying your products. But this guy is a sample size. I bought a whole bunch of lashes and I got a whole bunch of mascara testers for free with the add-on. And this is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. And I love this stuff. I was so impressed with this. I thought it lifted, separated, made my lashes look fantastic. And for the way better price and me wearing fake lashes, I just feel like I don't really need to spend money on the high-end mascaras when I'm just going to be putting a lash on. But I do like to put the mascara on anyway, usually before I put the lashes on and after, just to get my actual lashes adhered, just to make sure everything's staying real nice. But yeah, I love them. And this one has more of a curved edge here. The Tarte one I briefly showed you is a more straight, longer guy here. So I would definitely buy both again, but I think, to be honest, this next time I need mascara, which is rare because I get so many in my subscription boxes that I have too many to handle, but I would definitely go for the Maybelline Lash Sensational. It's sensational. It's not lying, and I love it. Okay guys, moving right along. So after I do my eyes, then we start the face. So to prime my face, this is stuff I got, and I really didn't think it was gonna be anything special, but this is also a Maybelline product, and this is the Master Prime, and this has SPF of 30. And I just freaking love this stuff. This is Blur and Defend. And this is also super affordable. I love this stuff. I've gone through many tubes of this. I feel like if there's a day where I need, like, something's going on, I want to make sure that I'm looking good, I will use this primer underneath my foundation because I know it's gonna make my face look great. And the fact that it has SPF in there, I'm really big on trying to protect my skin from the sun, and this stuff is just fantastic. I love it. It's definitely one of my favorites. Alright, so I squirted a little out on the back of my hand. It looks a little bit pink. It's a little thick, but not too bad. Really soft. It blends out really nice. It does have a light fragrance. It does smell a little bit like sunscreen, but not like overpowering. Like you can tell it's there. But I personally think it smells really nice, and I don't think it's too overpowering. So, but if fragrance isn't a thing that you're into in your skincare, which, you know, it's not for everybody, but I love this stuff. If I only had to have one primer, it would be that one. And then after we prime, it is time for foundation. And I actually got this in an Ipsy bag. I got one as an add-on, and then I got it in my box when I wasn't like paying attention, so I didn't know I was getting this, and then I ordered it, so I have 2 of these. But actually I'm kind of glad I did that. I got an add-on for $12, which is fantastic because this retails for $40. But I'm glad I did because it's 2 different shades. There's fair and light, and fair is actually fairer than light, so this one's the lightest shade, and then there's a light here. So to not waste, I use both of these. I'll use the lighter one in like right here, my nose, and then I'll use the darker one kind of like on the outer parts of my face to kind of do like a contouring type of thing, and just, you know, so I don't look too crazy. But when I will purchase this again, and I will get it in the shade Fair, that one works a little bit better for me. But yeah, like I said, $40, which does seem pretty pricey. If you are a member of Ipsy though, if you go through their website, they will give you a code. I can't even remember what it is, but you'll get like 20% off your order from ULTA Beauty. So that's really awesome because I definitely will be purchasing this again. I just think it's fantastic. If I want my face to look good, exactly like, and using it with that primer, like that primer, this foundation, your face just looks fantastic. It stays on all day, doesn't separate, it just looks great, and I love it. I've really been loving ULTA Beauty products. Everything that I've gotten from them, on the most part, there might be like one thing that I don't absolutely love, but I think they're fantastic. I love getting them in my Ipsy boxes because I like to try more of the products because, like I said, they are a little bit pricey. So I think they're fantastic. And let me go ahead and show you the applicator because I forgot. But it actually is a doe foot applicator that goes in. You do have to be careful though. Like put a towel down or something while you're doing your makeup, or be very careful, because I feel like doing this, like getting the product, like by not even, like trying to be careful but not even really paying attention, it kind of gets a little messy. It would drip on like where I was doing my makeup and stuff and kind of get everywhere, so you have to be a little careful not to rip out that doe foot applicator too fast. Alright, here's some swatches of this. Yeah, I just think this is so stunning. I love it. I feel like it's a little bit luminous, like you don't look too matte with this. And then, so this is the shade Fair and this is the shade Light. So they're really not that different. I could probably go with either one or keep doing the combination if I did want to buy more than one bottle. But I just think I prefer the Fair one right here. And like I said, I was just telling you have to be careful. As I pull it out to make my swatch, I got some of my pants and like, it washes out. But yeah, I was like, so you gotta be careful with that. But yeah, I love this stuff. Alright, after we do our foundation, we have to put concealer on. And this I was actually really surprised about as well. I think I got it on sale from 21 Days of Beauty. This retails for $9. It is the ULTA brand Youthful Glow Concealer with hyaluronic acid. So yeah, retails for $9. I think when there's sales, I've gotten this several times for like $4, and when it's $4, I'm like, I will order a whole bunch of this, because that is how good, how luminous and dewy. And I like to use like mattifying powders and stuff. So sometimes when I don't want to look too matte, but I still want to be matte, I'll use like a glowy foundation, a glowy concealer, and then put the powder on, and then it kind of evens out where you're not too cakey, you know? Yeah, I just took a chance on this. I was like, oh, you know what? I'll go ahead and try it, and I freaking love it. I've bought so many of these. Just an average doe foot here, kind of skinny. Alright, and then a swatch here of that. I think I have mine in the shade Fair Neutral. So I like my concealer lighter than my foundation because I do use it mostly for brightening. I don't usually get a lot of acne, so I don't use the concealer to cover. Until lately, I've been talking about wearing the mask to work and everything, and after by like day 4 of wearing it all day, my chin has just been breaking out like crazy. Can't tell right now because I got makeup on, but it's under there, and I feel like the combination with this definitely does help, but I do like it for like brightening under my eyes and everything. And for $9, girl, like, you should try it. Try it if you like the glowy look. Even if you use a different kind of powder or don't set your foundation, which I could not set my face. I just couldn't. All these YouTubers that put my foundation on their face, and it happens a lot, and I just don't understand. Like, I guess I just touch my face too much, which is probably bad, but I feel like I'd be a smeared mess by the end of the night if I didn't set my face. And with talking about setting our face, this is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Mattifying Loose Powder. So yeah, like I said, I like to use a matte powder, but with this combination, everything, you don't look dry, you don't look cakey, and this stuff is really great. Super affordable. I think this is less than $4 at Walmart. Rimmel London is a pretty affordable brand. And this one does come with a powder poof. It has like a little holder so you can put it on and everything. Like classic little holes in here. But I've really been loving this. I was using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus one that I do love as well, but I don't know, I've just been really liking this one a lot better, even though you get less product. But this is like my daily go-to powder here. And after we powder our entire face, because that's what I like, I brush the excess powder away and then we bronze. And this one is my favorite right now, the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is a lot of people's favorite. It's definitely been talked about, hyped up quite a bit. And I have mine in just light bronzer. Alright, here she is. I do like the packaging. It's fun, it's bright. I love the fragrance of this. It's very like coconut, summer. And I've definitely, as you can see, hit pan on this guy. So I've definitely been going to town on it. But yeah, it just smells so good. And I feel like the scent isn't overpowering. But yeah, definitely tropical, makes my face look fantastic, blends out like a dream. And some people say the packaging's a little bulky. It is. There is an underlying thing here where it came with like a little like sponge type of applicator, which I don't even know how you would apply this with that. I just went ahead and got rid of that. But yeah, so it's like technically it would be a whole, like a half the size if it wanted to be. And there is a mirror on it too as well, which I do my bronzer at home in my mirror. I don't really need a small mirror. I leave this at my house. I don't take this with me, but I could if I wanted to, I guess. But fantastic product. This one's about $15 or so, but it's definitely worth it. And it has lasted a long time, even though I have hit pan. I've really been going in on it, and I think it is fantastic and definitely worth a shot. All right, now we are looking at some blush. I like a lot of different kinds of blushes. Some people only prefer like matte blushes or shimmer blushes. I like both. It just depends on what I'm feeling that day. I don't mind being a little like sparkly and shiny. So this one is a shiny shimmer blush, and it's a drugstore blush, and this is by CoverGirl. So this one is just a little trio here, and this is just so like this kind of CoverGirl products like this, it like reminds me of my mom's makeup collection when I was like little, and I would like look at her makeup and stuff. Like she would use a lot of CoverGirl products. It does come with the little brush that, who uses this? Do you use, tell me if you do, don't lie to me. Do you use the little brushes that it comes with, or do you feel like it's a waste? Like, I'd rather you just not include that. Let's get that out of here. Make it cheaper, or make the pans larger or something. I just don't feel like it does a good job. Like, yeah, I'm like, look at this thing. Like, no, I don't think so. No. Well, here they are. So there are 3 different colors. Very similar, but there is 3 different shades. And usually I literally just kind of go in on the middle and kind of get a swirl of all of them. But I think it looks fantastic. It builds up super great. So it's not like super hardcore right when you put it on, because, you know, you can always blend up, but if you put something on your face and it's just like highly pigmented, sometimes you're like, it's kind of hard to buff that out. So yeah, this is super cheap as well. I think this costs like $4. I love it. I always think my cheeks look super beautiful when I wear this, so I definitely think it's worth it. And for the price, how could you go wrong here? And we are so close to being done, guys. I got a couple highlighters here. And I feel like my favorites kind of differ a little bit depending on like what kind of eye look I do. If my like shimmers have more of like a whitish light tone, I'll go in with like a more silvery highlighter. And if I feel like my looks are a little more warm, like today, a little more, yeah, like goldish in color, I will use like a darker like gold kind of highlight opposed to like a silver, just to kind of have everything matching and stuff, you know what I mean? So this one is another drugstore product. This is a Wet n Wild. This was limited edition. I think you can still get this on their website. I don't know about in stores. If you see this on sale, I would definitely snatch this up. I think this was less than $4. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Lighter Illumatrice. Probably saying that wrong. I'll show you, but most of it is kind of faded off. This was the Crystal Caverns collection, and I heard not so great things about the eyeshadows, but this is stunning. I would definitely buy a backup of this. I have hit pan, and I just think this is gorgeous. This kind of reminds me of the Ofra Glazed Donut, the Nikki Tutorials collab. It's very similar. Alright, got it at the end of my wrist here, kind of running out of room for swatches, but it is just so beautiful and blinding. Yeah, and for like $4, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I would definitely grab a backup of this if I ever found it again, because that is so good. I think it is. Like, it is beautiful and affordable. How could you go wrong? Alright, and this one is a little bit more of a rose gold highlighter. Stunning. I got this as an add-on for a FabFitFun, I believe. And this is Milk Makeup, and this is a holographic highlighting powder. It doesn't have a name other than it just says holographic highlighting powder. But here is the classic packaging, like frosty white, the holographic milk makeup symbol. And I feel like it doesn't look like much on camera, but it's just so beautiful. I love rose gold. Alright, swatched it right here on my tattoo, and you can definitely see that pink like shift. I just think it is so beautiful. and I've definitely been using this all the time. Alright, we are almost done with our full face of products. The last thing that I do is put my lipstick on, or liquid lipstick, whatever I'm feeling like. But this one is my absolute favorite. A little bit of controversy right now because it is a Jeffree Star product, but it is the shade Celebrity Skin. This is just a perfect nude for me. I feel like it works with almost any eye look. It's beautiful, stays on all day, and I love it. And here we are. It's been used so much that the Jeffree logo is kind of fading a little bit. Got a nice little doe foot applicator. And right there is the shade. I think it's stunning. It dries down fantastic. It's comfortable to wear. It's affordable because I feel like it lasts. It's like $18, but it lasts so long. You don't have to apply it a whole bunch of times. Usually I'll apply it once, and then if I eat like a messy meal or something, then I will have to apply it again. But usually this guy stays on all day long. Okay guys, that was everything. That was a full face of all of my favorite products. I've been thinking about doing a full face of like skincare type of things too. I thought about doing with this, but with the way that I like to talk about things and get off topic, I didn't want the video to be any longer than it had to be. But let me know down below if you'd like to see what kind of skincare and stuff like that I do on my face before I apply makeup and afterwards at the end of the day going to bed. But I thank you so much guys. Let me know down below, do you have any of these products? What do you think? Do you like them? What kind of products are your favorite everyday go-tos that I would love to hear about? Maybe it's awesome and I haven't heard about it and I need it in my life. So yeah, let me know down below. Alright guys, well I hope you all have a wonderful day and I will be seeing you all very soon. Bye!